Dinnie and good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone, and welcome to Dinnie and Virginnie. I'm your host, Dinnie, here in Virginia. Where in Virginia, you might ask? Why? I'm just at my messy desk that's getting messier by the second, but it doesn't matter because welcome to another episode of Dinnie and Virginie, the podcast. Yes, it is Dinnie and Virginie, the podcast in which we have no proper opening. We are not consistent, and we do it on the fly. So, on today's episode, I wanted to talk to you guys about Virginia history preservation. Now, I don't mean like literally the historical preservation societies of Virginia. I don't mean like really like governmental agencies or anything like that. Like nothing official. This is more of an alternative method of thinking about Virginia history preservation. So this actually is directed to you, everyday Virginians, everyday Virginia Knights, and Virginia Knights, the people who are here living here each and every single day. This is Virginia preservation that is directed specifically to you guys. So, what I mean is that you are essentially a historian. Essentially, you are a Virginia historian. What I mean by that is that you are living here making history each and every single day that you live here. You are a part of Virginia history. So, because you are a part of Virginia history, why not fulfill your historian duties and be the one responsible for recording moments, capturing history, taking photos, taking videos, and immortalizing them in the sense of like posting them somewhere where they won't crash and die and disappear forever, like I've done in the past, printing them so that we have a physical record of the history. Just different ways that you can think of to preserve Virginia history, aka your history. If you live here in Virginia, you are a part of Virginia history, and I want you to realize that. Like, be proud of that. Be happy about that. Know that you are making a difference in this world each and every single day, and especially in the great state of Virginia. So I'm happy to have you here, and I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that I'm here. However, I think some of us need to take it more upon ourselves to capture the history because at the end of the day, nobody's going to know what you're going through here in the great state of Virginia better than you. Nobody's going to know what your family has been going through here in the great state of Virginia better than you. This is good stuff, bad stuff, sad stuff, highs, lows, whatever it is, whatever it may be, just special events that are special to you. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't necessarily care besides your family. But your family really genuinely cares. And I don't know about your family, but for my family, we love looking back on stuff of the past, like over the past several decades, to see how our family has grown, how our family has evolved, where we've come from to where we are now. It's just wonderful just to see the progression of our family history. And so your family history is part of Virginia history if you live here in the great state of Virginia. You are making history each and every single day, so start documenting that. Now, certain ways of being a historian, like I said, could include developing photos, framing them, putting them on display. I love seeing family photos in a home in response to the minimalist movement. I understand you want clean, crisp, clear white walls. However, there's so much wall space. I don't understand why I can't have a picture of my beautiful family up there. So I encourage you guys to start printing out your family photos like we did in the past and start putting them on your wall and display them proudly and just admire the history that you see on your walls. Your home should kind of be your own family museum, to be honest. Like, I love going to my grandmother's home because she has photos of the entire family. So you see different generations upon the wall and people that you don't even know because, you know, obviously she's lived the longest. So she's seen the most amount of family members and knows the most about our family. And we don't have that in our home because after like, I'd say after like the 2000s, the early 2000s, we just stopped developing the photos and we kept it on the phone. So I just really appreciate physically seeing either it be an album or a picture on the wall, a framed picture, framed all nicely and pretty of like special moments in your life as a Virginian living here in Virginia. Special like graduation, weddings, anniversaries, just a special dinner, just enjoying time with family, just an impromptu moment of you guys. It doesn't have to be a celebration. It could just be being grateful that you guys exist together here in the great state of Virginia and just capturing that moment. And not just photos, but videos as well. Take videos. I think video form is dying in kind of like, I don't know, like not really. Obviously, video is not dying. But I feel like for my family personally, we do not take nearly as many videos, home videos I'm talking about. Remember, this is you being a Virginia historian. We don't take as many home videos as we did in the past when we had like a physical digital recorder. Now that we have our phones, we might take a couple videos here and there, but we're not even taking videos of ourselves. We're taking videos of strangers, celebrities, complete and utter strangers. If we go to a concert, taking little short clips of that, but it's like these people that they're people that you don't know, people that you might never personally know. You might, I mean, never say never, but they're people that you probably don't know and never will get to know personally. So why are you recording the concert when you should be recording a little clip of yourself maybe enjoying the concert, you know? Just something to think about. Like, what exactly are we treasuring? What exactly are we paying attention to? What are we capturing? What are we writing down in our history? That's another way that you can be a local historian. Write things down. Write a journal. Write things down. This is something that I've been struggling with doing consistently, but I do have several journals started. So I do have like little snippets of history, and I think journaling is really important because it you can write down whatever you want to write down. So looking back on past journal posts, it's not just an account of like where I was and what I did. A lot of times it's an account of how I felt at that moment. Nobody else is going to have that information besides you. So it's your job to write that down. It doesn't even just have to be your feelings. It could be like you had a sibling meeting, like I do with my siblings oftentimes. Write down what your findings are. Write down what you're worrying about. What are your current, like, what things are you worrying about right now? What are you anxious about? What are you excited about? So basically this episode is I'm digressing a bit, but Virginia history preservation. Essentially, you are Virginia history if you live here in the great state of Virginia. Whether you want to be or not, you are a part of Virginia history. Each and every single day that you are here in this state, you are contributing to Virginia history. So thank you. Take the moment to appreciate that. Take the moment to record that. Take the moment to share that with friends and family. Like, I love finding random DVDs that we had made in the past of family memories and just looking at them, because a lot of times in this digital age, we don't develop anything, we don't do anything with the photos. It's just there. And the second either we go away or it goes away, it's just gone forever. And nobody knows like where it went. And for the most part, nobody has any recollection that it ever even happened. So it's like it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of sad to me that a lot of our memories are kind of fading. So it's like I understand living in the moment, right? And there's so many moments that we have to live in, but at the same time, my memory, all memory is good, blah, 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 blah. You can work on your memory and stuff like that. However, my memory at the moment is not top notch. Working on it. So I can't always rely on this to remember the stuff of the past. I do believe that certain people's memories are better than others. So for some of us, it takes effort to remember stuff. And so why take that effort when I could simply go back to a journal entry and know exactly what I did that day and how I felt that day. I can go back on social media for me right now as Dinnie in Virginia and see, oh, that's what it looked like over there. Oh, that's what that park looked like on that day. Oh, that's where I was on that day. So I'm really happy that I started doing Dinnie and Virginie, because of Dinnie and Virginie, I have kind of a video diary of at least like where I've been every single day for like the past year. I know at least one location that I've been at. And I can't say that about the rest of my life. Like I don't have like I know for a fact I was here on this date for most of the dates for the past 3 decades of my life, you know? So yeah, be your own historian, guys. As long as you live here in the great state of Virginia, you're a Virginia historian. As long as you exist in general, anywhere in the world, you're your own historian. And so fulfill your historical duties. And instead of just studying the history of the past, think about it. Somebody had to collect the history of the past, right? And somebody is deciding whose history it is that we are paying attention to. So why not be the person in control and start generating your own history? Write down your own historical records. You can be like a legitimate family historian. Like you delegated yourself as the delegated family historian, and it is your job to record events, take snippets, videos of all events, all family gatherings. It's your job to track down the family tree to make sure that you know who's related to who came in here, who's a cousin, who's a second cousin, where are the babies, where's everybody at, where are we within this vast family web. You know, it could be your official job to get that history down packed, because at the end of the day, time keeps going on and on and on. And sometimes a lot of the history dies when people die, you know, when people move on. So it's just very important that we not only live in the moment, but start recording and writing down or capturing or printing, taking video evidence that these things ever happened, period. And it doesn't even have to be a super special event. It doesn't have to be a holiday. It doesn't have to be a birthday. It could just be you spending the day with somebody just randomly. And you record like a little special moment that you guys had just because you were chilling. You saw the sunrise, you saw the sunset, you know? Just take the time to record your history, record your family history, take a selfie with a friend, take the time to develop it, gift pictures to people. That's been one of my go-to gifts lately, is like just developing pictures for people, and they appreciate it because at the end of the day, this child is going to outgrow this toy. But you know what this child will not outgrow is the memory of what they looked like when they were 1. Like, that is a precious memory that is priceless, as opposed to a piece of Play-Doh that will dry out in 2 days, you know? So that's all I really have to say for this episode of Dinnie and Virginie. I hope you guys got some value from that. I hope you will take it upon yourself to start capturing your own Virginia history. Yes, you are in fact a Virginia historian, and I'm proud of you. So take the time to start writing in a journal. Start capturing the moment. Start writing a story. Write your story. Write your Virginia story. Like, if there were a compilation of biographies and autobiographies, what would your story be? What do you want people to know about you? What are you going through right now that you should capture and write down, so that the future you can look back and be like, wow, I made it through that. Wow, I really did that, you know? And we have something in our records to remember the great state of Virginia and our happenings, our personal happenings. And it just like comes close to home, you know, because you're the one who is in control. You're the one who is writing down the history. You're the one capturing the memories, developing the memories, compiling the memories in a slideshow, making a video montage of the last 10 years of your life. I encourage you to take the time today to print a photo. Go to CVS. That's why this came up in the first place, is that I went to CVS to develop some family photos. Randomly, there's no special occasion, there's no holiday, just developed a couple of photos. Started putting stuff in an album. Just start being your own Virginia historian. And that is how, currently, today, we can all take the time to work on Virginia history preservation. That's all I have for you guys today on this episode of Dinnie and Virginie, the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, Dinnie out.